Okay, so this is where I have fun. Uranus is on the move. That's got to be a weird thing.
Yes, yes it is. And we astrologers like to say it's Uranus because we don't want to say Uranus, but it's really Uranus.
Right.
The planet of freedom and change, and where you make your statement of uniqueness as a being. And I always look at Uranus as the cosmic atomic bomb, that it blows up some aspect of your life. I know. I knew you would love that too. It blows up some particular aspect of your life that needs blowing up, and you might not think so. And it's going to affect the people that are early in the sign over the next couple of months or so before it moves to the latter degrees of the sign. But it's a 7-year process. And the important thing is it first went there last April and May and June, and people could kind of feel the change coming, and most of us kind of put our head in the sand and hope it goes away. Well, it's back. And either you make the changes willingly, or the universe will make them for you. So it's good to know what area of your life you're likely to find things starting to blow up.
Especially when Uranus blows.
Yeah, I know, it's never a good thing. For Pisces, I know. For Pisces, it's in their third house of day-to-day living, and the pace of their day-to-day living is going to change significantly. And I don't know whether it's because they narrow it down to something they can focus on, or they get the opportunity to learn something useful about their world if they want to begin to segue into taking some sort of educational opportunity that can end up making them more money and making their day-to-day living easier. They're likely to start to see that coming now. For Aries, it's in their second house of money, finances, resources, property, real estate. They want to find a better way to either capitalize on existing real estate or make money through their real estate or purchase real estate, but it has something to do with property. And they want to find a way to capitalize it and make money out of it, not just to live in it. For Tauruses, this energy is in their sign for the first time in 84 years, because that's how long this planet takes to go through all 12 signs of the zodiac. And Tauruses everywhere over the next 7 years are going to be freeing themselves from narrowing and inhibiting circumstances, things that have just made it very difficult for them to express themselves and do what they want to do. And they're going to want more freedom to be able to pursue the things that interest them. They're kind of tired of doing for other people because they've been doing that for a while, and they really finally are wanting to put themselves first. And you can't really argue with that.
No, you can't.
So for Geminis, this energy is in their 12th house of their own undoing. And this energy for them is designed to free themselves from a prison of their own making, of something that they've created, that they ended up building up this structure and they haven't been able to see their way clear to get out of it. They've been working on it for 7 years, and now they find that they're trapped by that structure, and they're going to want to find a way to kind of alter it a little bit so they have more freedom of movement to do what it is they like to do, which is everything at once. For Cancers, this energy is in their 11th house of hopes, wishes, goals, and objectives, and they, over the next 7 years or so, get to tap their friends, their colleagues, their associates, groups that they work with in order to bring the Cancer more of what the Cancer wants to do. And they of all the signs are going to be the most impacted by this because the eclipse cycle is in their sign as well. And they need to think unconventionally and outside the box, which is something they're not really used to doing. And they will also find that they get a great deal of help from their friends and well-placed colleagues to achieve their long-standing goal or objective. For Leos, this energy is in the 10th house of career and public standing. And over the next 3 or 4 years or so, what they do professionally is not going to change. How it is they do it professionally is likely to change. And the thing about it is that these are changes that they've been working on bringing in their life for the last 7 years. It's like they've been preparing for a debut, and that it will all come to be over the next 7 years. Sooner if you're a July Leo, and later if you're an August Leo. But the upshot is freedom to direct their own career where they want it to go.
Amen to that.
Yeah, it's kind of an interesting thing for Leos. For Virgos, this energy is in the 9th house of the law, legal matters, educational matters, reaching a broader audience with your world. And there's travel. Virgos have kind of stayed put for the last couple of years or so, dealing on stuff at home, and they are literally, as of this week, free to travel around the world. And they're going to do it. So Virgos, get your passports renewed, but wait until Mercury goes direct to go ahead and do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. For Libras, this energy is in the 8th house of other people's resources, and the resources that you share with people. It's a partner's kind of resource kind of thing. And they find a way to maximize that, to capitalize on that. There's some sort of wound that they've suffered over the last year or so, and this energy allows them to heal from whatever that was, that whatever that soul wound was this kind of fills in that little gap, and they benefit financially as a result of that. It's starting to be a good money year for Libras, which Andrew should be happy about. For Scorpios, this energy is in their 7th house of partnerships, intimate one-on-one to relationships, and open enemies. And they have to be really careful to not alienate people that could be allies. And I think it's important that they realize that their freedoms only exist until they run into someone else's. For Sagittarius, this energy is in the 6th house of work, health, and responsibility. And where it is Sagittarians do their job is likely to change. Not the job that they do, but where they do it and the structure that they do it within is likely to change. And they want to be the instruments of that change. For Capricorns, it's in the 5th house of love affairs, children, sports, amusements, pleasures, anything fun, anything creative. And over the next 7 years, Capricorn should be able to give birth to a child of their mind that they can then turn into a vocation. Take an avocation and turn it into a vocation. For Aquarius, this energy is in the 4th house of home, and they have to be really careful not to blow stuff up at home. Not to indiscriminately blow stuff up at home. That if you want to remodel, don't knock down all the load-bearing walls, but have a plan for the restructuring of your home. Just don't let tensions build until you absolutely explode. And then for Pisces, the last sign, we did that. We started with Pisces. So that's tomorrow's news today for the 12 signs of the zodiac, with Uranus going into Taurus for the first time in 84 years.
Well, thanks for bringing that information out of Uranus this morning.
I knew you would appreciate that. I know Uranus. Yikes. Always a pleasure.